They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose the run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get back for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Already in the first quarter, already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tough rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. On the return is Scott. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. Takes it to about the 37. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go. And now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's got this down to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And they'll work this down inside the 30. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Just a yard in the pickup there, and he'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Gonna run again here with Pollard. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Third and long for Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown Eagles. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Dancing to his left. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Prescott on 4th down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? taking that type of a gamble there, making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Prescott on first down. He's got it to Hilton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
First down picked up by T.Y. Hilton. Now in his 11th season, you have to wonder if we're seeing the finale of a decorated career. 4 Pro Bowls to his credit. He still believes he has a big year left in him.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, this will be incomplete. Rush gets home just as he was letting it go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football, and he's got a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, there's a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on this schedule because I know my...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st. Hurts going to keep it again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The slot man in motion right. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
The kick by Elliott is good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the 1st half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the 3rd quarter. And now here's another interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
One of the feature points